What's going on?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Here we are again.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. I'm so grateful the week is ending. I'm tired.
Oh yeah, it was just one of those weeks. It was kind of cool though. I wasn't mad. I'm now like it's weird like for some reason like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday my connections were good, solid. This like
Hmm
for some reason this one program I have to use. It's a software. It's like really you're gonna lag on me. I'm like okay, fine, whatever. And so, but they understand. So it's like I can do. They're like, yeah, we've been having some issues too. Like I'm just gonna do what I can do, and you're gonna have that connections working from home from time to time. So it is what it is at this point.
That's a regular thing. And it usually happens when you need it the most.
Hmm.
And that's after all of my years of working remotely.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here like, what's going on?
hmm I've had routers blow out. I've had laptops
Really?
blow out. Yep.
See.
I've had modems blow out. See, that's why I always own my own wireless router and modem because if it's through regular business hours, I can run down to Best Buy and buy one right away and be right back up within the hour.
Oh. So I have a question
hmm
for you. I know this is off
hmm
topic, but like, what does a router do for you? Just so what's a router actually do?
Okay, so the router transmits your wireless signal throughout your space. So you
Okay.
plug the router into your cable modem. Well, this is in my setup. I'm not an IT expert,
Hmm.
but I plug the wireless router into my cable modem,
Hmm.
and so that I can get wireless throughout my apartment.
Got it. Okay. Makes
hmm
sense. Makes sense. I just wondered if that was the same thing I was thinking of. But like, let me just ask
hmm
this question. So I'm new to this whole work from home thing. I'm used to being in the building with its own
hmm
Wi-Fi. Yeah, just I want this to end soon so I can go back to work and have my sanity again.
And also, I can use my router to plug in an Ethernet cable. So I can
Gotcha.
be, yeah, because the router is connected to that one Ethernet port from your cable modem.
Hmm.
But on the wireless router, they've got like four or six extra ports.
Mm.
So because I'm doing the StreamYard, it, I find in my situation it works better if I'm plugged into the Ethernet with an Ethernet cable. It just works better
Oh,
than Wi-Fi.
nice.
Yeah. Hi everybody. Hey Jenny M. Hey Stephanie. Sorry, we're talking. I don't know, tech talk, bad tech talk.
Yeah, like super, super remedial TikTok.
Hey Robin. Oh
Like, I just
gosh.
as people are filtering in, I want
Mm-hmm.
to ask you, like, did you watch Vancouver at all? Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yes. Yes. I
Okay,
watched
I
Vancouver and then Southern Charm. hmm
okay, I went yeah, I went the other opposite, but like I found both shows to be entertaining.
Yeah. It was
It
a
was
good night last night. Well, Southern Charm was okay. Vancouver, oh, Jody just messy. Just messy.
Yes. Oh no. Southern. I guess should we start with Southern Charm since it was like the least
Yes.
lackluster. It was the least appealing, but it was
Well,
it was weird. It surprised me. Like, and I'm gonna like be honest. I
hmm
was never Team Madison ever,
hmm
never.
hmm
But she's bringing me around a little bit. I don't know why, and I'm not sure if you feel this way. I would love to hear your opinion. I like
hmm
Madison by herself.
Um, okay. Southern Charms had peaks and valleys for me.
Okay.
Um, After the buildup of the removal of the statue and everything, it kind of fell down for me because it was just Leva and her sister sitting in the park looking at the statue come down, and I guess they figured they tied that up with a nice little bow.
Hmm.
Whatever. But Madison and Austin. that little confrontation at the end of the show was everything for me. It's the only thing that saved this
Right.
particular
That
episode.
that could have been the whole show. That could have been the whole episode for me. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
completely honest. They could have just done a
Mm-hmm.
whole like. They could have done like half a show. They could give me half the show of Madison and Austin. Like they could give me more of that. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
honest. I don't care about Craig and his pillows. Patricia was
Well, I liked
shady.
it.
Patricia was
I
shady.
like that he was actually doing something with his business. I like to see what they do for a living, especially when most of these people are living off of trust funds. So I enjoy Craig
Mm-hmm.
being entrepreneurial. I do
Yes,
enjoy
he
that.
was like he had a really cool deal though. But then,
Mm-hmm.
but Patricia with her shade though, like she's like, my pillows are high end.
I know.
Craig's
And
Craig's
there's
pillows,
no comparison.
Craig's pillows are affordable. I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. You didn't want to
But
say
we
cheap.
expect
Okay.
that from her.
Oh yeah, she's hilarious. I like Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
But who else? Pringle. I, it's the thing with Pringle. I kind of like him. I like him with his kids. They're super cool and everything. Like seeing him in
Uh-huh.
dad mode. He's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the word I want to use is awkward. Like a little bit. Like he tries to have game, but he doesn't. But you think he should. Like I wish he would just kind of lose it and just be himself and just chill out.
He's behaving like a 14-year-old boy in junior high school.
Okay, that's accurate.
Yeah. And although I love him being a dad, I'm sick of seeing it. Either pull a move on Madison or just go away and fix bottles for your kids. I don't know what you're doing.
He's trying to be respectful, but you can see
No,
that
he's not.
relationship.
He's pulling the shadiest shit ever because he's going against bro code and he's pilfering someone else's girl.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one, and here's the reason why. Pringle and Austin aren't friends, and that's the problem with people. That is the problem with people. Just because you enter a group of people and you may know one of the main people, you're not automatically friends with other people. So I see nothing wrong with what Pringle's doing. Should he? Okay, let me backtrack. He should respect the relationship, yes, but not because he's friends with Austin. They are not friends. There's no bro code there.
Here's why I disagree with you. If he hadn't said it, I would have been on your side. But he said it. He's now in the friend
He
circle.
said,
He
"What did he
considers
say?"
all, he said he knew he was doing a douchebag move. He did. When he said the things,
Okay,
her being hot or whatever, she's smoking, yes. He knew he was doing wrong. And he continues to do it. He's just like Shep.
but I just don't think bro code exists because him and Austin are friends. That's just for me. That's the way I look at it. Like, dude, we're not friends. I'm Shep's friend. We're acquaintances via Shep, so we do not have friends. We you don't have
See,
friend privileges.
I think he's also treating it like how okay, so remember back in season 1 when everybody shared Catherine and it was okay? I think I think he has that same mentality. And he's like, "Well, aren't we sharing? Isn't this a buffet?" Like I think he should have been on season
I
1
mean,
and got
I
a
don't
piece
think
of
everybody.
Catherine.
But I don't think everybody shared Catherine. I think Catherine shared with everyone else because she did that of her
Everybody
own.
everybody enjoyed Catherine.
But she was offering. She was.
No, I'm
I
not
mean,
saying
she
that
was
she wasn't
popular.
offering.
She was
Exactly.
popular.
Exactly. And all
But
of them
but
had a
but
sample.
but Pringle wasn't there season one, so we can't really use the argument. He just
I
wants
just
Madison
think
because
he's
he.
6 seasons too late for that mentality.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Like let's be clear. Let's be clear. Catherine season one, she's still a pretty girl, but she was stunning season one.
Yes.
Let's not play pretend. Like of
Yes,
all the girls, she stood out the most. So it was easy to see why they were jumping on it. Now fast forward, I want to know more about the other Madison. I need more of her. She's getting enough screen time for me.
that's to be determined.
What about you?
That's to be determined.
That's to be.
Look, I loved her because, like she said, it was 2 years in the making, or 2 years overdue, or
Hmm.
whatever it was she said, and ending it with Craig. That wasn't a good relationship for her, because she was ready to be in a relationship with a man who's ready to be in a relationship with her, and Austin's ready to be in a relationship with the bros down at the bar and drinking till all hours of the morning and getting COVID. um
Right.
I
But the thing with
they're not on the same
Madison,
path. Hmm.
no, because what it is with Madison, she already has a good base for an adult future. She has a son. She has her own business. So where she is at is nowhere near where Austin is at. It's just no.
Hmm.
She's in like grown woman mode because she has real responsibilities that she's solely
Hmm.
responsible for. Austin
Hmm.
just like you have like some beers, which is cool, but you're not like, if I were in Austin's position, here's the way I look at things. So typical work week for most people will say is like probably Monday through Friday, 9 to whatever. As an entrepreneur, you are pretty much 7 days a week, and you do what you gotta do.
Hmm.
Austin's not doing that, and Madison is seeing that.
Yeah, he
That's the thing.
he's just not serious about anything. And I think it really hit home for her when he endangered not only her, but her kid. Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, she was tired.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
and I was
And
so
then
happy when she dumped him.
as soon as he got the negative test, he scraped up whatever semi-clean, non-skid mark underwear he could find, and the clothes that he had tossed in the corner, pulled them
Oh,
on, shook out his hair, and ran over, called her from around the corner and said, "Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. I got a negative test." Really? Really? Uh-uh. He got he
yeah,
She was perfect. She was perfect in his dismissal. Thank
she
you
was.
for your services. Um, been nice knowing you.
Yeah, she almost got me on Team Madison. I never thought I'd say it. I never thought she would date, but she almost got. I'm almost on Team Madison. I agree with her. She was perfect. She said what she had to say. She didn't get super emotional. She wasn't trying to
Hmm.
hear what he had to say, like his excuses.
Hmm.
And she said, "Thank you for stopping by."
Hmm.
Wow. Oh, I mean, she's like, for all her messiness, this was her shining moment.
Hmm. Yeah,
This was her
this was
shining
two
moment.
years in the making for
Um,
me.
Danny, here's what
Danny,
I'm gonna need to happen. Here's what I need Danny. I need Danny to become a friend of the show.
isn't she already a friend
She
of the
has no
show?
storyline. No, she's a main cast member.
She is? Really?
Exact. That's my point. Yes, she's a main cast member this season.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. She got promoted. She got promoted with like 4 girls left, or weren't asked to come, so they had to have somebody,
But let's
and she was it. But she's not.
let's be real. She's not a main cast member. Danny's just a friend to the show.
But
But
she's on the. Hold on. Yeah,
I do appreciate her
hold on.
finally standing up to Catherine, because it's been 7 seasons of being Catherine's doormat.
But here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
She only did that because Leva came to her and said something. So let's not play pretend like she would have done it on her own.
Leva really,
That's the thing.
Leva maneuvered that whole situation very well. And
Yep,
she
she did.
pushed Danny to finally stand up for herself, because Danny has just been everybody's convenient patsy for the whole series. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
She's the shoulder that Shep goes to, that Catherine goes to. Cameron at one point, she's just very convenient. And Danny's a lot more than that. And I wish we could see more of what Danny has to offer.
Exactly.
Another camera shows up in time. Wait,
This is
hold on.
very
What was this?
interesting. Go ahead.
Another season, Cameron shows up to events with a black guy. I don't remember his name, but I'm wondering if that was Leva's husband. Oh, I remember that dude,
Oh,
but
good
I thought he was
point.
a
Yeah, I remember that.
doctor. Wasn't he a doctor with
Yeah,
her husband?
that's why I thought. And I'm also looking
Mm.
at the cast. Like, I'm in Wikipedia right now. Sorry, guys. I have to look this
Mm-hmm.
up. That is so mean. I think you might be right. Or they forgot. Did they forget to add Danny on Wikipedia? Because she's not listed.
She's not.
Not as a
What do you
guest.
mean? Okay, so wait. Let me
Oh,
pull this up. Is it opening? Okay, so this is the official cast photo. Let me see if I can share this. All right, so let's blow this up. Oops. Yeah, she's not there. She's a
okay.
friend.
But I
So,
wish you something like. Yep, that's nice. I thought the way they have her, I thought that she was a main cast because like she's not even listed on Wikipedia. That's just so cold how they do her. That's so mean. Like she's not even listed as a guest, a friend, nothing. Mm-mm. But you got Leva, but you got Leva, but you got Leva. Let's see, Leva, um, Chelsea, a lot. Even Eliza got a mention. That is just so wrong. That is so wrong.
Eliza?
The horse girl.
Oh yeah, that worked at the front desk of the hotel. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I'm glad that Danny finally said what she had to say. It's about time,
Yes.
because Catherine came in there as if she didn't want to be there. Um, who's going to take that abuse other than Danny for all of those years? No, cut it
Hmm.
short. Go about your business.
Right.
It just
Exactly. And
Catherine
my thing
comes
is,
off
but
this
only thing with
season. Sorry, no, Catherine comes off this season as just using people, and that's it.
right.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think.
Yeah, and that was it
Sorry, I
for
was
me.
responding. Like, yeah, I think it's with me. This is like I said, the season's still lackluster overall.
Mm-hmm.
This was the best episode yet,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't give me what I need. Like the original cast, like last season, like they all the seasons they had such a like realistic drama to them.
Mm-hmm.
This feels more manufactured, but not overproduced, which is why it's so kind of boring. Like, let's who said in the chat they put Leva in to tell the story. Yeah, but she doesn't. I
Mm-hmm.
see why now people say she doesn't fit,
Mm-hmm.
and her scenes are very. It's like she's there to stir the pot, but she does it too bluntly. Like
Yes.
she needs to call Tamara Judge, um, Miss call Phaedra Parks. Call some of the OGs of Bravo and ask them how do you stir the pot, um, and not be so blunt. She could call Giselle, get Giselle in DMs. Jizzy,
I don't think it works for this show.
how do you do it?
Remember when they were sitting in the park, she and her sister, and she said, "Do you hear the silence?" There's just things you don't say in genteel society. And she is a bit too blunt and brash for these individuals from these generational families. Like, she's not one of them. And it is
I
very,
agree, but
very
I guess
apparent.
like oh yeah, my thing is this, and I agree with you, but I'll say this. I'll use myself as an example. I'm
Mhm.
completely blunt, straightforward, but I know how to word things to where you'll be like, okay, like, wait a minute, did he just what? Like she doesn't have that. You know what it is? She doesn't have a wit to her.
Mhm. The
She's not
person
a
she
wit.
would need to call, like, I get what you're saying. She needs some
Guidance.
finessing, and
Yes.
I think the person who could help her navigate this the best is Phaedra. Somebody like Phaedra.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wait, what
Most
happened to
definitely. Because
Stephanie? Jeez. Stephanie, please call back in. Ah, I
so
saw
yeah,
Stephanie in
that's
the
what that's
back.
sorry. Yeah, that's what it is.
Mhm.
She needs some finessing because I like her
Mhm.
overall, but it's like every scene she's stirring the pot, but she's doing it so abrasively. Like she just took out a meat cleaver and just starts stirring the whole. It's like nah, it's not working for me.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Danny just needs to be a friend of the show. She
Mhm.
doesn't need to be like she doesn't need to be Shep's friend. She needs to be a friend of Shep's friend. Like because she's not giving me nothing.
See, in previous seasons, Danny was a friend to the show, and she would show up like once during the season at a polo match, looking uncomfortable, saying hi to Catherine, or at a picnic, and talking to Thomas or something like that. She was always in very small doses, and I feel like they're asking too much of her, and she's very, very uncomfortable, and Catherine is not being a
Hmm.
friend to her,
Yes.
and she just hates
Mm-mm.
being there. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
fair.
she should come back other than to just say hi at a polo event.
A polo event, at a small dinner at Republic when it reopens. Like she could be like she should be like seen at the functions only. You know what I mean? We don't need to see her
Mhm.
with the group. That's
Yeah.
that's Danny. Perfect. I
Mhm.
think that was the episode. Are we ready to move on to Vancouver?
Yes. Oh, and sorry for those who wanted to know, that was Southern Charm, season 7, episode 6, Love Sick. More like Love Dead. But okay, now we're moving on to Real Housewives of Vancouver, season 1, episode 2, Oh Bully. And this was just about Jody being a bully throughout the entire episode.
That woman is just like I tried like all the women the first season. I really do, but she is just like it's like no, no, and I mean, can we talk about Christina's alleged 30th birthday party?
You mean 30
Yeah, I said
again
alleged.
birthday party?
I'll go with alleged, because how I didn't what was up with her through the whole show not showing up for stuff that kind of tripped me out.
See, she said she was scared to go to the party because she was feeling intimidated and bullied by Jody. I feel she had an appointment that she had to, go to and attend to so that she can get $35,000 to buy a horse in the next episode.
Okay.
I feel
She had clientele.
correct. I feel she had an
Okay,
appointment
gotcha.
because I'm not
Okay.
giving up an appointment to go and get a pedicure with some stupid girl I don't like, or go and meet for lunch with another stupid girl I don't like, but I just might make it back in time for a birthday party at my other
Mm.
friend house.
Mm. That's pretty fair. Like,
Hmm.
why give up money to spend money to be around people who don't like me and I don't know them? Okay,
And if you
I got
look
you.
at the three women, right? Because Reiko was the one who wanted to do the petty with her. Ronnie
Hmm.
wanted to take her to lunch, and then Marika was the one who was hosting the party, right? Of the three, who
Right.
can get me my next husband? Marika.
Yep.
And that's how I broke it
Like, you
down.
always show up for the person who's planning your party. This
I don't
woman,
even think
and she's
that
throwing a party in her own nice, very nice condo,
mm-hmm. Yep. So
and she has a cream on cream Bentley. So that's
oh,
there too.
do you know who he reminds me of? There was one reality show. Oh
Stanford.
my, I can't remember his name, but he kept on saying that he was who was he talking? Was it a reality show? Oh my god. Remember Paul McCartney's second wife that had the artificial leg? I know I'm really
No.
dating myself. There was this guy who was her friend, and when he was going through the divorce with that woman, her friend was stepping forward and saying she was a wonderful woman. I don't know why everybody's attacking her. Oh my gosh, she had a purple PT Cruiser, and that is what Kevin reminded me of. But Kevin is a great best friend for Christina because both of them are very focused on money and items, commodities,
Right.
things that can
You know who he
or
really reminds me of?
who
Do you remember? You remember Sex and the City, right?
yeah, barely.
Okay. Do you remember? It was not Stanford, but it was their second gay best friend. He talked really fast. What's his name? Anthony.
Was that the one with or without hair?
With the hair.
With the hair, very short.
Yeah, Stanford was the bald guy with the glasses.
Right.
And
Okay.
I want to say his name was Anthony. He was the other one, and he reminded I'm like, you remind me of Anthony from Sex and the City because of the way you act, like mannerism, everything. He's like super cool, like he like really looks out for Christina because he was like he had me nervous for her, like please don't walk in and find her like laid out. Like that was the vibe he gave me because he had not heard from her either, which is very weird for them.
Let me tell you, she was worn the hell out after her appointment. He had to, you notice that he got there at 8, but they got to
Probably
Marita's at 9:30. He had to go over there, give her a shit shower and
right.
shave, gussy her up, put on her clothes, and trot her out of her apartment and over to Marika's.
Right. Exactly. And it was so when they brought up the whole, they gave her the party, they gave her the gold shirt. I had to think about something. Whoever is the production company for Vancouver is really, really shitty with her tagline.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all wrong for that. And I think I'm like, y'all cold. Y'all know you was wrong for her tagline. How y'all did her like that?
Well,
Vancouver is gold mine, and
maybe they came up with that after like filming and seeing the gold digger scene.
No, taglines are done before the season.
Oh, they are? Oh.
I think taglines are done before the season.
But, you know, you have to give Jack or Jill her jacket because after she got over it, she went and took off her dress and put on the little t-shirt and came out in just her little lacy
Mm-hmm.
panties and started dancing around and just making it a joke. She didn't let it get the best of her. And I was
There
good
was no
with
reason
that.
to.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, there was no reason. There was no reason for her to really um be mad, in my opinion. So,
What did you think
I mean,
about
overall,
Jody's show? Hmm. Go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead. Does Jody always dress this way?
Well, I was going to
Because if
ask
we're
you,
being
what'd you think
honest,
about
like,
her showing up in the like the little tiara thing?
I mean, like, I'm sorry, but how can I put this nicely? The other ladies came through with the fashion. Let's be honest, they just came through,
Hmm.
and then Jody showed up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
chalk it up to her it being her style because is that her hair? Or do we think it's a wig or a piece?
those are pieces because the
Because
textures and colors look different.
they're not done correctly. Because it just they had her looking all like it's like she was like seeing Mary's wigologist or something. Like no, Jody, stop it. And I'm not feeling
Well,
her daughter.
her daughter is trying to get a snowflake. That's how I
Yeah, I'm
see
not feeling
her.
her daughter. I'm not feeling her daughter at all. Zero,
But
nada. Mm-mm.
Marika pegged Jody perfectly. She said Jody always needs to be the center of attention. And
She
what
did. She
better
called
way
that
to
straight away.
yeah, and what better way to show up and be the center of attention at somebody else's birthday party than wearing your own tiara?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, the party seemed to be great. They had a good time. Um, Overall, the episode was about to me, Christina, and her 30th alleged 30th party. Um, the ladies have issues with Jody. That's pretty much for me what the episode was. It was a really good episode overall because it
Mhm.
moves, and I like that. I like that it moves. It's not. I never felt like it was stagnant. But I will say the funniest thing was Ronnie and her um customized vitamins, and then the concoction that
Oh,
she made,
yes.
and and what's his name? Houston. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
Yeah. But it didn't look appetizing even when she was drinking it because I thought she was going to pass out from not breathing. It it's lumpy, it's
Hmm.
green, it's gross. But good for her. Good for her. Whatever is in it, she looks
Right.
amazing. She looks amazing. Quite honestly, oh, and Mary got a new puppy, little George. Isn't that the only thing that Christina showed up for during her birthday week? She met with Mary to
The only
go
thing.
doggy shopping?
The only thing.
Oh, wow.
And I gotta say, we
There's
also have to
something
talk
I had
about.
to ask you.
Go ahead.
Mhm. No, go, go, go. I'll ask you afterwards.
Like I like the fact that Ronnie was honest with Mary, and she was straight up honest
Yes.
about why
It
she
all
didn't jump in. She needed to hear that.
it shows how needy Mary is as well. And it also
Hmm.
that scene also showed me how much lip injections both of them have.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was what I got from that scene. Also, there was the scene where remember when Reiko, Jody, and her daughter go, I guess, shopping for the boutique, and they go to
Hmm.
lunch afterwards, and they mention somebody's getting their medical degree online. Who's that?
Mary. Mary. I was confused.
Medical degree? I thought she wanted to get back into
Like we
singing.
online.
Wait,
Medical degree online though.
so is this the
Yeah.
facility that Tanya from 90 Day Fiance went to for her voodoo doctor certificate? Where can you take a medical degree
No, but
online?
no, Tanya went somewhere. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, Tanya went somewhere. She actually went to the woods. Mary's gonna be in her condo with a dog.
Okay, anyone out there, do you know if you can get a medical degree online? Just asking. Okay, that's interesting to know.
Yeah, I was confused. And I'm like, I need to know where you gonna be working, so I just don't go there. If I'm ever in Canada, I'll just stay away from the hospital. Thank you. I can't have you graduating from the University of Phoenix and working on me. I just wouldn't feel comfortable. I need like hardcore paperwork, like you didn't read some books. That's just me.
Mm.
I mean, she could be she could get her degree and really be good, but I wouldn't feel comfortable. So if you where your
Okay.
credentials at? Like, how long you go to school for? Oh, like I did the fast track course and it was 1 year. Yeah, I can't have that. I can't have that. But
Interesting.
this was interesting because this happened to us the other night where the shows were so good, they moved
Hmm.
so fast that our recaps were like pretty much done quickly. I noticed
Hmm.
for some reason, when the shows drag on, we tend to spend more time with them because they can go so many directions. There's so many like loose ends. Like here, there's no loose ends. Like everything's flowing. You can see everything,
Yes, but don't
and I like
jinx
and I
us.
like that. I really really like.
D- don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Let's keep
Right,
this
right,
up and
right.
let's hope that they keep on going quickly. Okay. Well, we
Yeah,
got through the two
Southern Charm. I
shows.
will say to go back to Southern.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Yep,
Go
I
ahead.
will go back to Southern Charm. It's get. I'm hoping this is the start of it getting better because I felt
I've given
like
up on this season.
this. Uh, I. You know what? I'm gonna hang on. I was. Hey, if this episode didn't give me anything, this was going with OC. I'm just not watching it. But this episode, well, the last 10 minutes kind of made me think differently. So I'm gonna keep watching them. Like
I'm gonna keep watching, but I'm not hoping for any better because
right, right.
I don't think this production company has it in them to give us any better. I don't think this cast has it in them to get it any better. Um,
True.
and I still watch, like I still tune in, I flip through OC. I flip back and forth between Rachel Maddow and that,
Mm. I
you
use OC
know.
to watch Johannesburg. I think that's what I replaced it with. I think I replaced OC, so I ain't got to watch it. Did I put it in Vancouver? Or I put in one of the international. I said, oh, well, I'm not watching this. I got a whole hour. Let me watch this, or I watch some other YouTube stuff. Let me tell you guys, some of these YouTube channels are much more entertaining than some of these reality TV shows. I'll be honest. The stuff that some of these people got going on, I'm like, for real.
Well, we tuned into to Sad Star podcast yesterday, but she had a few technical difficulties, just like how we did. And because we watched her, we then tuned into AT2 this morning. So they are kind of addictive, and with everyone doing collabs, you kind of like start bunny hopping throughout different shows. But it
Oh
allows you to
yeah,
see new content. That's kind of cool.
yeah. Like, that's kind of like part of the reason I like our new channel and the way we're going. Like, uploading as content as we get it, new channels. There's this one YouTuber I'm kind of excited about. She's gonna send us a video. Actually,
Hmm.
her channel actually centers around mental health.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm
I need
excited for
that
that.
so bad. Yeah, I need help.
Hmm.
I'm going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs the longer this drags out.
Let me see.
Oh,
Like,
wait, hold on. Look at this. I heard this today as well. Did you guys hear Baby Lisa? is signing up for Love After Lockup. I heard that as well on
Wow.
Max, the celebrity talk guy. I know
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting his name wrong. But yeah, God help the inmate that connects with her.
Oh, I would watch that and we will review that because I would watch that show because you know it's gonna be a train wreck. I think we'd all watch it, and I think they would. I think she'll get casted right away because they know she'll bring in the view. Because I would be one of the fools watching, and as ridiculous as she is, she's entertaining, especially with an inmate or former inmate.
Is it the same production company, Sharp or whatever it is, that does both shows? I think
I
so.
believe. I believe. I believe so.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to interview.
Mm-mm,
And they
mm-mm.
could probably guarantee that
I
she'll screw it up before the end of the season so they don't have to give her her whole season's paycheck.
but I get man like the ratings are gonna blow up. I'm telling you, put her on there. The ratings are gonna blow up. Cause we just want to see what she does next.
Thanks, Willow. Yeah, so
We want to see what she does next because she's.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
I do
I
want to
think I
ask.
will. I would
Good.
watch that. What do you want to ask? I'm too fidgety
Oh,
today.
I think just I just. Hmm. It
Do you
left,
choose your
but
time slot?
do you choose your time slot? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no. I would hope she learned not to be in another reality show. Robin, I just think she needs the cash.
Mm-hmm. Because we have to remember she wasn't local talent like Usman. She didn't have anything to do before she got fired. Usman could have probably chilling in Nigeria making records. So she's the one in trouble.
And someone brought up a good point on another show this morning. That money that she took from his cameos earnings. Um,
Hold up, you might want to highlight Stephanie's
uh,
question.
did you hear Andy ask Patricia on Watch What Happens Live if Whitney is gay? And Patricia answered, "Well, you have to ask Sonia Morgan." Okay.
Whoo!
I don't think Sonia Morgan is the best referral you'd want to give for your son, honestly.
Right, that was too funny. But yeah, these I mean these two show like. I mean, do we have anyone any callers?
No, we had Stephanie earlier, but she dropped off.
All
Um,
right.
I dropped the link again, see if
I guess
anyone
we
else wants to
can
call
go
in,
ahead.
but if they don't, we can say adieu until Monday, where
Yeah,
we
this was
will be
good.
talking. Yeah, we'll be talking about Housewives of Potomac reunion part 1, and I heard that's going to be a doozy. Candace tears up Ashley and makes Andy own that he started it in the first place. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that he started that. Yeah,
So that should be good.
I'm not gonna front. I'm looking for the scenes where Monique pulls out that binder and and just lets us know what's really going on, what the people really saying. Cause she, cause she like when in the clips that I saw in the trailer, she meant to know words with Giselle. I was like, whoa, you not playing. And Chris was ready, and Chris is on ready too. I'm like, yep, this is gonna be good.
Well, you know
Cause when he
what?
said,
Like, he's defending his wife, and it was a lot, because they didn't really have their opportunity to say anything other than her confessionals. Like, she wasn't interacting with any of the women. He wasn't with any of the other men. So I can see why he could be a
exactly,
bit agitated. That's all.
exactly. But it's a little bit different when people come for your family, and like he's the mild mannered
Mhm.
one. I think like you watch, but at this point they've watched the whole season play back. Yeah, I definitely see where he's coming from.
I don't have international. What? Hi, Heather. I don't have international calling on my phone, so I can never call into any of the shows. What shows?
Our shows, like she can't call into our lives. That's why.
But it's a hyperlink. It's not like a phone line. Oh well. Okay, so Devin is coming out with a documentary series. Okay. How many people are interested in this? Oh wait.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you. Here's why I'm interested. One, um, I just want to see how the story's gonna change again. Two, she mentions Wet Sock, and Wet Sock is gonna do his own documentary in rebuttal to Devin's.
But you know what? Anyone out there, if anyone is interested in getting the Discovery Plus streaming service that'll have all the 90-day extra content and all that BS, don't pay for it. Your Wet Sock, he's paid for it, and he's going to share all of the details on his channel. So until it's shown its worth for us to pay for it, let's just watch on your Wet Sock, because that's what I plan to do. Okay.
Yeah, he's like planning, like I guess she mentioned him for some reason, and like he's like, why are you talking about me? I never talked about you. Like it was over and done with. And then I guess she mentioned him again in regards to her documentary. He's like, now I'm gonna make my own documentary and just roast her. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it because she's just doing too
Mm-mm-mm.
much for no reason. Like, go. Like, I mean, you got fired. Go get a job. Go get like. There's no reason why you can't go out and get a real like this common job or whatever, like a regular job. Or why can't you work for Topher at his like digital magazine company?
Mm. Hello, Blavi.
Hi.
How
Oh,
was your birthday yesterday?
um, so I thought I was done, but then I decided at 3 o'clock to allow some of my friends to come and then go to bed till like 8. It wasn't my birthday, but whew, and I gotta go out later tonight, so I had to take a little
Nice.
power nap. Um,
Nice.
I love it.
this episode was so boring that I just looked at clips. I probably looked about 6 minutes of the episode. I just think like
Shut
Atlanta,
up,
we're
Bobby.
just
Not
done with
6 minutes. That's
I just think like Atlanta, we're done with them. Like they just gotten to the age where this isn't funny anymore. You know?
Okay. And so that was about Real Housewives of Atlanta, their premiere show.
No, no, that was Southern Charm.
Oh, that was Southern Charm. Oh, well, Southern
Yeah.
Charm didn't get good until the final, I would say, 15 minutes.
Well, the thing,
yeah.
I mean, I couldn't get through it. I was like 6 minutes in. I was like, not again. I just think Danny needs to be fired. I think Danny, Catherine, Austin, Craig, Leva, all need to be fired.
So
And then,
basically cancel the show.
no, I just think like the show needs an age appropriate cast.
Mm. You know
Oh,
what? They are kind of age appropriate. The majority of them, they just don't behave like it.
But I mean
true.
age appropriate for how they act. I don't mind if you're like in your early 20s, you know,
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
acting
Cause
feel
like
Chef's
you.
like
Chef.
40.
Yeah.
Yep. And Whitney's in his 50s. Pringle, if he went to school with Shep, he's in his 40s too. It's just like that frat house behavior is a little bit tired.
Yeah. I totally get you.
Like if it was in a frat house, okay, but like it's just a time. It's just the move of life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just wanted to talk about um, Salt Lake City for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mary needs to stop it. She's embarrassing us out here because hello. I can't believe I'm saying this. She's the person I hate the most. I can't believe I'm saying that. I was trying to give her credit, but
she is a hard character to swallow for me personally. I'm not sure if it's for the same reasons, but I can see where you're coming from.
Same.
If she's the only person of color, as much as Jen likes to think that she's Black, she's not. She's the only person of color on that show, and so you want to see her succeed, but I don't really like her as the person that she's presenting.
But this is why I want a mixed race cast. Jen, although she thinks she's, the blackest person to exist, Jen really does stay in a lot of white women's faces. And that's all I would say. I just think that it needed one more black person or Hispanic or something else. It's not, like they could get rid of the interchangeables. Lisa Barlow and Meredith, they could get rid of one of the interchangeables.
The interchangeables. Stop it.
And then put somebody up there who's going to, read the girls,
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no Queen Bee, and that's why it's boring, There's nobody who ties it in. It's like different factions. No, there needs to be that girl.
How many households are there? 6? Is it 6?
Yeah.
6 of
See,
them?
that's the problem. And I've always maintained this, and Debbie, we talked about this. Housewives need 7 housewives. It does not work with an even number. It just doesn't. You need 7 is perfect because there's enough story to go around without you getting bored. When you have 6, and you're in that little group like that, and like Bobby said, there's not the diversity to make 6 work. Because realistically, with 6 women, you would need an African American, an Asian, a Latina, maybe a Jewish person, and maybe 2 Caucasians. It needs to be that for 6. It needs to be that mix to make it work properly. That's why you need 7 because you don't need as much diversity because you have more story to go around.
And
I
then
never liked a season that only had like 6 wives.
Well, I mean, you must hate Atlanta because they're at 5, but nevertheless, and then if we're really gonna read, we must
I don't
really.
like Atlanta.
Okay. Well, if
I
we're
mean
gonna really
Atlanta. I'm
read,
just mad that they're still there.
I mean, I think this is the last 2 seasons. I really do. But if you really want to read somebody, Mary, you need to read her about the kitchen again, but more importantly, just the dated house. But more importantly, Mary needs to stop it. Mary she has that Lisa Renna in her. Talks that talk, but don't walk that walk. She out here doing a runner, getting all upset because that's nasty. I'm sorry. Excuse me for my friends, but if you sleep with your grandfather, you're nasty. There's nothing you could say to me if he's related or not that's something you should be doing.
Hey guys, quick, just jump in. I have to go because I have a hard stop now. But I want to wish you guys all a great weekend. If you get a chance, check out the second channel. We're gonna have creators are starting to submit their content, so just be on the lookout for the alerts, and make sure you check out the new content. And
Okay,
I will see
Jamal.
you guys Monday.
Yay! Have a great weekend,
Bye.
Jamal. And Ablavia, if you want to finish your
You too.
thought, I can.
Yeah.
We can discuss.
Okay. So I just want to say I'm not interested in Salt Lake at all. I think it's one of those. I think they jumped the gun too much. You know, they needed maybe like 3 more weeks before they had a season. Also, Vancouver. See, if only they could be like Vancouver. They need a Jody. I'm sorry. Because those girls are so weak.
Can you imagine Jody in Salt Lake City, though? Oh my God.
She would be excellent. Because
I think Mary would hit her with holy water or something.
But Mary has Jody has the type of personality. She's not going to let people talk to her any old way.
That's very true. And she does have a very strong personality.
And I think she was Jewish, right?
And
I just love, that girl, I think she's 30 in like dog years because
like I said, that was a hard 30.
There's no way, even with the plastic surgery, you should be looking that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, she's well worn and roughly ridden. Ugh. But do what you have to do, girl.
And don't you see Ron? To me, I don't know about anybody else. Doesn't Ronnie always seem drunk? She always seems drunk to me.
Ronnie doesn't seem 100% on the level, and then Mary also seems a little out of it too.
Well, Mary, I don't know if that's liquor or other substance. I suspect other substance.
She just doesn't seem like she just seems very sad and very like something has hurt her a lot, and it feels like she's carrying it all the time. And I would say that it was her like divorce or her ex-boyfriend or whatever it is, but it just seems like she carries a lot of hurt around her that she just can't seem to climb out of.
I think she's so ridiculous. Every time I see her on, I'm like, oh, because it's like Jody doesn't need to be your friend. She doesn't need to be nice to you. Move on and get out of her face.
Well, I don't understand why they care so much. Why Jody is so mean to them. And this
I
is
told you,
Christina
it's
and
the
Mary.
Giselle. This is the Giselle effect. Jody is in charge of the girls. So because she's in charge of the girls, everybody else has to listen to what she says.
Crazy.
They all want to be in Jody's because even though Jody is so tacky, I do like the view of her house.
Oh yeah, she was the first condo that we saw, right?
Yeah, I like the condo.
Yeah.
It's like that's city living. And I think everybody else lives a bit farther out.
It seems so. Like a couple of them live on islands. I think the only one that lives in a house is Ronnie. Everyone else lives in like a condo.
Which I love. It's like,
oh wait,
live in
no.
city.
Reiko, I think she has a backyard, so she has a house too.
I know that her husband schemed for. That's another story.
Will we see that in season 2, or is that something that's separate?
She got fired.
Wait, Reiko got fired?
Yeah.
From after season 1 or season 2?
Yeah, after season 1.
Why did she get fired? She was boring?
She was boring, but she didn't want to show like her criminal husband.
But it's a housewife show.
I know, but like you don't want to she didn't want to do an Erica Girardi where she didn't tell all her business on the show. That's why she is screwing her now in court.
Oh, Okay. Okay.
And I just want to touch briefly. Did you see? They did Beverly Hills Meet the New Wives. Did you see that?
No, but I heard that there's a new wife that is joining this season. Wait, am I mixing up Dallas?
No,
I
they're
could
both
be.
Asian. The one in Beverly Hills, her husband is a producer, and he did like the original Lion King. He's like a
Right.
producer, yeah. And then the other one is a doctor.
Mm. Is it Minka or something like that for the Beverly Hills cast?
Wait, what did you
Minka?
say?
Is her last name Minka or Minkoff or something like that for Beverly
Something
Hills?
like that, yeah.
Okay, so then I am on the right one. Okay. Oh, whose friend
What
is
they did.
she?
She
Whose friend is
is
she?
apparently it looks like she's friends with Kathy.
Oh, I think Kathy is just going to implode this season. She'll either make or break this franchise.
She says she's friends with Kathy and Garcelle.
I can see her being friends with Garcelle if her husband's into like movie producing.
You know who they should get for that show? Even though I
Who?
know she won't do it because her husband is kind of controversial. The girl from the Rio, the one that left, the twin.
Oh,
What's her name?
Tamara?
Stop. Yeah,
Tamara
Tamara
Howley?
Mousley.
Mousley. Okay. Uh, well, she signed a big deal with the Hallmark Channel now. So
Okay.
I don't think she needs it.
She has a vineyard. You always need money when you're in a vineyard.
Well, that's true, especially if you're not selling the wine. Um,
Exactly.
and her husband doesn't work with Fox News anymore, does he?
He doesn't, but he just loves to put his. He says some questionable remarks.
I don't we all? Don't we all? So someone's got to pay for that. So yeah. But Tamara seems to have signed a really good deal because she's going to be on like the Hallmark Channel morning show, I think it is, and I think she's going to be producing Christmas movies, and it's Christmas year round on Hallmark.
But who
Um,
watches Hallmark anymore? Like, who watches that?
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll spend 2 days watching Hallmark during the Christmas season.
But it's just like during a holiday season. It's not like you're tuning in every day.
No, because I forgot that they had a talk show on Hallmark. I really did until
But
she
yeah,
mentioned it.
I'm liking that. Vancouver is just amazing. It just shows you how far we've come as housewives and why we need to be done.
I
I'm
think
serious.
I think the American Housewife franchises are just a little bit too polished. They're a little bit too produced, and all of the people on them will. I would say the majority of the people on the American franchises are very vacant. They're not that appealing. They're covering up too much.
I don't know. I just think that she's ridiculous. I think that um, she was lying about that medical degree. You can't get a medical degree online. That was a lie.
I that took me by surprise, and then I didn't hear who they said was the person who was doing it online, and I didn't want to rewind, honestly, because I don't really like Jody's daughter, the big one,
Hmm.
whatever her name is, Maya or whatever. um the little daughter she was
She
at with the supermarket, she's a hoot. But yeah, the big daughter, no, I think she's trying too hard to be one of the snowflake holders.
doesn't she remind you kind of like Mercy and Madame?
No, oh
Like in
no.
terms of their mother just outshines them.
Yes, that is true. And whereas Mercy allows Madame to lead and doesn't
Hmm.
try to take away from her, you could see the exact opposite with Maya and her mom. Maya is thirsty.
I just think that they got to do better because I'm looking at Bravo and I'm saying Bravo, how the mighty
Hmm.
have fallen.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Cohen loses his, well, not he is taking a back seat.
Oh my God. Listen, if that happens, it would be shocking, but I don't think he'll lose his place at poor little old Bravo.
Well, they got to do something because NBC is losing the Kardashians. They're going to Hulu.
Did you? Yes, did I was going to ask you if you heard that they signed their deal.
I think
What?
they're going to regret that because we don't like reality television on streaming services. Just like that deserve the Discovery Now, I'm not getting that
Mm,
for
yeah.
TLC.
Yeah, I told everyone earlier if you want to, get a sample of it, Your Wet Sock.
Hmm.
He has a channel on YouTube. He signed up for it and he has said he will tell everybody about it. So if you're interested, try it out with Your Wet Sock first before you invest.
But I mean, I just looked and I still had Hulu, so I
Hmm.
canceled it right away because I don't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Hulu is I think the only thing I watched was Handmaid's Tale, and that was
Hmm.
years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So if you're not watching it, you might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, because even that Disney Plus sucks. I have that,
Hmm.
but that's more for a little movie here and there. I saw the Mulan. It really pissed me off, but nevertheless.
Did they make you pay extra for the Mulan movie?
No, the Mulan is now it's on Disney Plus like their regular movies.
Oh, okay.
And it's an investment because Disney does have the Marvel. It has a lot of movies on it. So it's every now and then when I want to pop a movie in, it's worth it. But still, Netflix is key. Disney Plus is a little too PG-13,
Hmm.
and I like rated R.
Well, I can't believe you have so many streaming services. I don't have any. Well,
Oh,
no. What do I have? I have Amazon
hmm
and I have Peacock, and that's because they're either free or included in my Prime.
oh no, no, no. I have Amazon, HBO, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix.
And I think I could get HBO Plus through my cell phone plan,
Hmm.
but I haven't done it. Like I'm not a
Yeah,
big movie person. That's my
no,
that's my one big thing. I'm not a big movie person.
but HBO has all Sex in the City seasons on it.
I know.
It has every. It has it. No, I got it for girls, and then I watch Game of Thrones, and then they have stuff on there every once in a while. I enjoy, but
Mhm.
no, I don't. Hulu I got because I didn't have cable, so I used to like to watch the Housewives on Hulu. But now
Mhm.
I got the cable set, and then Disney Plus is free with Verizon.
Mhm.
Apple Music is free.
Mhm.
My Netflix is like $7.99 a month. My HBO comes out to be free because my mom is an AT&T customer, so
Mhm.
and it's like with the
Mhm.
direct TV. So it works out.
I don't have like where do you find the time to like watch everything? Like now watching all the stuff that we talk about on these shows, I'm dead tired.
Well, you don't watch the whole episode, right? What you do is skim it. So I don't ever watch anything live. When
Mhm.
I watch shows, I skim it. So I take out boring conversations. Then I go back, I look at people's review to see if anything good happened. Most of the time it's not, so I just keep on going. Like for
See,
instance, Atlanta. I
Uh-huh.
watched maybe 8 minutes.
I wish I had done that. Well, actually, I did because I watched Atlanta the next day, and I watched it on my computer. So I just just move the button forward where I
Yeah,
needed
that's what
to.
you do. You do that for Salt Lake City, Southern Charm, um, and I just be doing scenes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you typically want to stay with the first 15 minutes, the on the last 15 minutes. If you don't, the only show I watch from start to finish probably is 90 Day Fiance and The Family Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got a trick to that. So
Mm-hmm.
The Family Chantel, I never watch it live. I always
Oh.
watch it on YouTube because it comes on YouTube about an hour before it airs on television. I don't know why. And
Oh
then
my
after
God.
that, I let it go, real time. They take out
Uh-huh.
some commercials, which is great. Anything I don't want to really hear, I get up, I do my cleaning, stuff like that. 90 Day Fiance, I watched it in 2 days because I don't have 2 hours at a time.
Oh my God. Well, you've got to share with us what channel the Family Chantel comes
Yeah,
on
I
YouTube.
I watch things like a lot earlier than other people. So like, I'll watch Love After Lockup. It comes on I think 9. I'll watch it
Mm-hmm.
at like 8, sometimes 7.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just watch it in my free time. And then I am big on the fast forward. Like if something doesn't catch me in 15 minutes, we're fast forwarding the next 30 minutes.
Oh my God. You just don't give anything a chance.
But I know the format. Most episodes are not going to. I'd say the only episodes I watch entirely is what I call critical episodes. So they're about
Mm-hmm.
episode 12 to 15.
Oh, so like when they're trying to wrap up the season or something?
No, their conflict episodes are in the middle. They don't do them in the
Mm.
beginning. So like I watched the fight episode, the first episode, then the second. I didn't watch the trip because if the trip was of importance, they would have leaked it.
Oh, true.
I'm not gonna watch Strippergate because I know it's nothing. It's fluff. So I will probably watch the first episode of Strippergate and then be done.
Okay, makes sense. Makes
Because they
sense.
because they drag it out for about 5 episodes where they could do it in one 45-minute episode.
It makes sense. I kind of agree with you on Atlanta. I don't think this season is going to be all of that. I feel bad saying that because I was a diehard Atlanta fan, and then last season I didn't even watch. And this season, I feel like it's gonna be the same, but I have
Because
to
if we're
watch it.
honest, what we talk about is a lot more entertaining than the episode. I mean, Salt Lake, I only skimmed through it for you, but if it was for me, it's only 6 minutes. It's only 6 to 10 minutes of my life.
Oh my God. I hope that Salt Lake City gets better in season 2 for you.
I don't think
Let
it's
them
gonna make it to season 2.
You don't? You think it's gonna be like a one-hit wonder? A one
Do
season
you see how
wonder?
bad the ratings are?
No, I don't look. I don't but I heard Atlanta's ratings were really bad.
Yeah, it was 1.4 million.
Really?
In its heyday, it was like at 3.6.
Oh my God.
Last year, it was about
Oh.
1.9.
So let's go through this. So Atlanta is sucking in the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
OC has to be sucking in the ratings. And if OC is lead into Salt Lake City, that can't be doing much better. What are they
Well, the
like?
problem is they can't lead with OC because OC actually had a bump in the ratings. I think they're at like 1.1 or 1.2. Um, Salt Lake was like in the 800s. Like that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Because like 90 Day Fiance, they'll be like 2.3 million. You know?
TLC really did some damage to Bravo on Sunday night. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, then not just that. You know who I give it to? WeTV. Because Love After Lockup is strong enough to
Mhm.
hit on Sunday, but they don't want any competition. So they do
Right.
Friday. You got to give them their credit. Because Friday is not a day I normally watch television.
Exactly. Friday is a day like if people are doing other things. It's the start of the weekend. They're going out to party. Nobody is sitting at home to watch anything on a Friday night except Love After Lockup.
And that's why I like that. But they understand we like flavor of love and trash and things like that. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you watch, like, one of the worst shows I thought was Ladies of London. I thought they were so boring.
I did watch that. I
But then I
did.
realized when I
Mm-hmm.
started watching English things, they do like boring reality television. They
Oh
do.
my
It's not shade.
God.
They like I watched, The Maid in Chelsea, Georgie Shore, Howie.
Mm-hmm.
They just like the boring Cheshire. They like the. It almost looks. It's very well produced in terms of like it looks appealing, but there's no
Mm-hmm.
drama. It's dry humor, nasty
I
looking
think,
food.
well, I think that's like where we don't get it because like the British do have like a super dry humor and a lot of Americans don't get it.
Hmm.
Um and I don't think we're like that interested in anything outside of our shores. Me now, I would watch it because I'm stuck at home, I can't travel, I want to see something different and I would enjoy it.
It's
But
what I would tell you is Bravo. You shouldn't waste more than 10 minutes on it, right? Then go back. If go then talk to Jamal. Like you should go on and off. One person should watch it 1 week, then the other person. There's no reason for two people to struggle through that.
But I do like to watch because even though
Okay.
I'm like kind of over OC, like I said, I'll still flip into it between that and Rachel Maddow. I'll look at it.
Well, I mean, I can't watch OC. That's disrespecting my time. Life isn't infinite. Maybe if I lived 1,000 years, I could waste a few hours on OC. No, I haven't liked OC since like season 5.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
thought it was
kind
very
of
dry.
I kind of got disenchanted with the whole Brooks situation. That rubbed me the wrong way. And then Heather left, and I was like, okay, there's not really a reason to watch anymore. Um, but what else is there that I like to watch? Wait a minute. I'm not a big fan of Dallas and Housewives of Dallas, and that's coming back in January, I think. Is there any
I'm not
reason for me
watching.
to watch that? Is anyone in the
They had
chat?
5 seasons.
But they're up to season 5?
Hmm.
They've been on that long? Um, does anyone in the chat watch Real Housewives of Dallas? Because it's not one of my to-do shows. But if you guys are going to be tuning in, I guess we'll have to watch it as well. Okay, so it is an hour and 20 minutes.
Hmm.
I'm going to let you start your weekend.
Okay.
And we will see you on Monday, hopefully. Are you going to watch the reunion for Potomac?
No,
No? Oh, Lord.
I'm done.
Well,
I
just,
stopped at like episode 10.
oh my God. Well, tune in to all of the shows and read the reviews and then chime in. All right, my friend. Thank you for calling in. And guys in the chat, Really appreciate you showing up. Please hit a thumbs up or thumbs down. Please leave a comment. And don't forget the notification button. Oh my God, I'm already ready to go and start on my weekend. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend as well. And we'll see you on Monday. Talk to you soon.